Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Evelise. Thank you so much for joining. So this look is actually based off of a comment I got in my last video. The comment reads, how would you do your makeup if you woke up super late but still wanted to look presentable? Asking for a friend. And I thought this was honestly like a great question and a great comment because it's so true. Like, so many of us are in this type of situation all of the time where you wake up and you have like 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes to do your makeup, and so you're just like, oh my gosh, like what am I supposed to do? I still want to obviously look put together and stuff, but like I have to get to work and I don't want to be late or whatever. But yeah, so this is like something that I would do on a day-to-day if like I'm in that situation, if I don't have as much time to get ready or anything. But before I stepped into the tutorial, I just wanted to kind of walk you guys through what I would usually do just to kind of make it easier. So I'll just explain everything up front, and that way the tutorial will just be more of like me doing it rather than me talking about it. But I will first usually go in with some concealer. I won't usually prime or like moisturize my face or anything, just because I usually don't have a lot of time, and so that's like not the first thing I think of doing. I'll just usually just, you know, of course I like wash my face and stuff in the morning, but I won't like prime or moisturize or anything like that. But I will go into the concealer and then I will blend it all out with a brush, and then I set it with some powder because I feel like that's kind of like a two-in-one. I feel like if I use concealer, I have to set that with a powder, so I feel like that's just like a two-step but also combined into one step. And then I will go in with my brows, and so I'll fill those in and then just blend the product through. Something that's super simple, and I'll do it really fast usually. Then I will go in with an eyeshadow, and I say in eyeshadow because I mean just one. I will go in and just grab one eyeshadow really quickly and just put that kind of all over my lid just with my finger. And then I will go in with blush and then mascara. So I don't use a lot of products. It really is only just like 5. And then you can always add like a chapstick or a lip gloss or whatever, just like in the car on the way to school or work or whatever. But yeah, so these are just a few products I use, and it's something that is super simple to do, that is super customizable to whatever you want it to do. If you don't want to use an eyeshadow, and you can just use your eyeliner or whatever, if you have to use highlight, then it's whatever you want it to do. And I feel like once with these types of looks, once you kind of get into a routine, that you can just do it super fast, and it's like really helpful. But yeah, so this is the look I will be doing in the tutorial, so if you are interested, then just keep watching. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with my concealer. I'm using the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Tan Latte. So I'm just going to take some of this, and I'm just going to quickly put a little bit just on my under eyes, my eyes, my nose, and my forehead. Then I'm going to go in with this BS Small Face Flat Angled brush, and I'm just going to quickly just blend that in everywhere. Okay, and to set this concealer, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Translucent Setting Powder. So I just pour a little bit on the lid, and then I will just grab this kabuki brush, and I'm just going to take some of it off because it kind of a lot. Obviously it's a powder, so then I'm just going to put that everywhere just to set that concealer in. And I normally would not use a loose setting powder. I would usually use a pressed setting powder, but I don't know, I just decided to use this one today. But yeah, so I would just use that, and then that's it. Okay, next I'm going to go in with my brows so I don't look as crazy right now. This is the Revlon ColorStay Brow Pencil in the shade 220 Dark Brown. I'm not gonna lie, this is a little hard for me to work with, at least. I feel like I got it a shade dark, a shade like too dark than what I needed it to be. But it's kind of angled. I don't know if you can see that. It's just kind of angled, has an angled tip. So I'm just going to use this to fill in my brows. Then I would just use the spoolie end just to kind of run through the rest of the product to make sure it's all blended evenly. Okay, now I'm just going to grab the spoolie and blend it on. Okay. Now I feel for that product I have to go in with a light hand because this product is a very pigmented, kind of like waxy product that tends to just kind of like sit there, and so you have to kind of work at it a little bit when you blend it. But the lighter you go in with it, the easier it is to work with. Now for my eyeshadow, I am actually just going to grab the palette that is closest to me normally. So I'll just grab a palette and use a lighter color just to put that on my lid, kind of just like a shimmery color, just because I feel like if I'm using a shimmery color, it kind of makes it seem like I tried a little bit more than I actually did. In this case, the palette I'm going to be using is the Profusion Neutrals palette. As you can see, it is very pretty. I think there's 18 colors in here. Sorry, 21 colors in here. So yeah, so I'm just going to go in with a color like this one probably, or maybe even this one. I think I'm going to use this one today. And it's called Destiny. And I'm going to put that all over my lid. So I'm just going to take my finger and just kind of rub it on my finger like that. And then I'm just going to put that all over my lid. And that's the only one I'm going to be using. So next I'm going to grab this BS small brush. It's a more like flat, yet still a kind of fluffy brush, and I'm just going to use that just to kind of blend in the tops of where it sits, like at the crease of my lid. I'm just going to kind of blend that out just to make sure it looks a little more even. So next I'm going to go in with my mascara. I will use, once again, I'll just grab like the closest one to me. So today I'm using the Tarte Tarteist mascara. So I'm just going to go in with a couple of coats of this, and I'm really going to try to emphasize the mascara today. Like I'm going to try to emphasize my eyelashes, because I usually like using more mascara on days like this just because it does still give me like the look I'm going for, just to really emphasize on my eyes, because I'm not really going to wear much on my face other than like blush. So yeah. So before I go in with my mascara, I'm just going to use this eyelash curler, and I'm just going to quickly curl both eyelashes. And you can totally skip this step if you don't really use the eyelash curler. I don't always use one, but on days like this I really do like to use one, just because once again it helps kind of emphasize my eyelashes. So I do like that this mascara is easy to build up. I like the way it looks. I did a couple of coats of it, and yeah, I really like it. Okay, next I'm going to go into blush. So this is the final step of this routine, and this is the Mary Kay blush in the shade Orchid. It looks very, very pretty. Let me take the top off so you can kind of see that. I really, really like it. It's a very good neutral, like natural looking blush. So I'm just going to take the BS Small Face Round Brush, and I'm just going to get a little bit of that product and just distribute it onto my cheeks. And I'm not being super careful with this because I really want this to be emphasized on my face, just because this is the only product I'm wearing. I'm not wearing highlight or bronzer or anything like that, so I really want this to kind of be a focus as well on my face, because it is the only product I'm wearing. And I'm even going to take a little bit on my nose like that. Okay, and so that is it, guys. If you would like, you could even throw on like a lip gloss or a chapstick. That's usually what I do. I don't know if you would consider that a step, because you can like do that in the car, or like when you get to work or school or whatever, you can just throw on like a chapstick or a lip gloss or something. But I'm just going to throw on a little bit of lip gloss. This is the Mentha Lip Tint. I'm just going to throw a little bit of this on. But yeah, so that's all I'm going to do for this entire look. I really like it. Super easy, something super fast. Once again, this is something that can take you 5-10 minutes. I know usually that's about how long it takes me to do a look like this, depending on how like fast I'm going that day, or if I'm like still half asleep when I'm doing this. But yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that you guys can like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I know I've said this before, but leave any recommendations down below in the comment section that I can just do for you guys, any videos you'd like for me to film. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!